I am so beyond excited to be making this video finally because I've kept putting it off, and now there's like literally no floor space left for unhaul books. Like I feel like I have more books on the ground than I have on the shelf. Am I being dramatic? Perhaps. But we are gonna unhaul over 100 books today, so it feels warranted. Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Katie Colson here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing my absolute favorite thing to watch in the booktube community, and that's book unhauls. I have a sickness, okay? And it's unhauling things. Like right before I started filming this, I was in my bathroom unhauling makeup and makeup brushes. For what reason? Like I don't have that much, but for some reason I was like, you're not necessary. No, you're not necessary. Like you're taking up space but I don't need the space. Clearly, look at these shelves. I could fit so many more books, but we're here for the best and the brightest, okay? If a book does not have at least a 4-star, I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it, like hands down, point blank, period. So this is gonna be loosely categorized into like series I'm not continuing with, books I haven't read, books I have read, such and so forth, or say things that I have multiple copies of. Now, before we get into that, I wanna stop and thank the sponsor of today's video, which is our friends at Pango Books. Pango Books is such a fitting sponsor for this video because I'm actually going to be selling a majority of these books through my Pango Books account, which will be linked down below if you're interested in any of these titles. But Pango Books is basically a marketplace app that is designed to help people buy and sell books. Now, the amazing part about that is that yes, there are other websites where you can buy and sell used products, but Pango Books is just for books. So say if I wanted to find The Girls, but I didn't remember it was by Emma Cline, and I went on one of those other websites and typed in The Girls, the amount of results that you'll get that are not this book, you never find it. But on Pango Books, which only sells books, it's like the first thing that pops up. Oh my God, it's so easy to use. Like you're not even gonna believe me, so I'm gonna have to prove it to you. So let me show you how I would go about selling this book, which I'm not selling, but I want to prove to you how fast it is. You're going to click sell, you're going to take a photo of the front of the book, and then it's going to ask you to scan the barcode on the back, and boom, it pops up with all of its information. But if there's any extra details that you think apply, you can add them now, as well as the condition of the book. And now I'm going to put the retail price of this book that someone would purchase it if they went to a bookseller, like a traditional bookseller, and then I'm going to put my price that they'll pay for this book. And voila, it's done. And what's even more amazing than that, like the fun keeps on coming, is that once the book sells, they send you a prepaid USPS shipping label to your email that you just print out, stick it to the box, and drop it off at the mailbox. It's so streamlined, it's like a little scary. I'm so impressed. And if you are looking at going on Pango Books and buying anything, then you can use the code Katie5 at checkout on the app only, which I always use the app because it's just really easy to use. And I want to thank Pango Books once again and always for helping sponsor this channel. Okay, the first category that we're going to do is books that I am unhauling from my to be read, or even books that I knew from the jump I wasn't going to read. And the first stack of which is going to be, and these are from the last couple months, but these are all of the book of the month books that either upon arrival I knew were not going to be my genre, or ones that I have had on my TBR for quite a long time, and then realized when I looked up like the Goodreads reviews that they're not that good. The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. Darling Girl, I heard that this is really creepy and not okay, and it's like a Peter Pan like retelling, but like he's like a pervert. And I'm totally good though. I don't need that in my life. Thank you so much. And then The Perishing by Natasha Dion. This is one of the lowest rated books on my to be read. I think it's the second lowest, but it has abysmal ratings. Like I don't know a single person that has given this above a 2-star. So there's not enough time in the world, you know what I'm saying? And then I just now decided to unhaul Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier, because this was Gabby's book club, or the Book Troop book club pick very recently. I want to say like this last month, and she did not like it, gave it 1 star, like hated it. Not Gabby giving Jennifer Hillier a 1 star. Like I literally yeeted it off my shelf like the second I heard her say that. I have no idea what this is about. The Lifestyle by Taylor Hahn. Never gonna find out because I'm never gonna read it. Tell Me Everything by Erica Krauss. I do love this cover. but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. So, and then another thing where Gabby read this, Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. And she said that she doesn't really like Abby Jimenez's work, but that this one was like, okay. And I'm like, I'm not a romance person. And if Gabby is reading a romance and not giving it 5 stars, then I'm absolutely never gonna read it. Like, duh. And then we have Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. I don't remember what this is about, but I remember when I read the summary, it wasn't for me. I can't explain farther into that because I don't remember, but I'm gonna trust my past self and put it to the side. And then we have Woman of Light by Cali, Faziardo, Anstein, but I know that it was on my TBR for a second, and then I took it off because I'd completely forgotten what it was about, and I was like, clearly it didn't intrigue me that much. And then for the last one, which yes, has been on my TBR, but then I saw a couple people's videos and I was like, never mind. It's The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. And Erin read this and she really liked it and only gave it 4 stars. And then I think Reagan from Prue's Project read it and thought it was good, but like gave it like 3.5 stars. And I was like, if these absolute fantasy iconic girlies are not giving this 5 stars, I'm not gonna read it. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books so far in our unhaul. Now on to more books that I have not read, these being ones I didn't even put on my TBR, because a very well-meaning, very lovely woman that I work with keeps gifting me books that she knows damn well I'm never gonna read. Like, she knows damn well I'm not gonna read these books. I don't know what she's talking about. The first of which being, oh, see, isn't that cute? She always puts those notes on them. I usually keep the notes. Oh my God, and then she put, good read. That's cute. Julia, if you're out there, you're dope. But I don't want to read a Nora Roberts book. This one is Shelter in Place. Yeah. I'm not gonna read it, not gonna read it, sorry. And then we have The School for German Brides by Amy K. Runyan. What's so funny about this is that she left it at work and my manager came and was like, hey, Julia left this for you. And I was like, okay. And I was like, why did she think I'm gonna read that? And the manager said, I don't know, but she told me that she hated it. And she just wants to see what you're gonna say, but like not to tell you that she hated it. And I was like, you sneaky minx. And then we have Kristen Hanna's Distant Shores. So I might gift this to Grace if she wants it. If not, it's an unhaul. And before I go into this stack of books, which are more ones that I have not read and have pulled off of my TBR because I realized that I no longer really have an interest in reading them, these are books that were sent to me so lovingly from subscribers, and they are all books that I never heard of before, like I didn't ask for. They were just sent very kindly and lovingly from one of you who is hopefully still watching, and I want to apologize if that hurts your feelings in any way. There are several of these that like I gave a shot, like I read the first couple chapters and it just didn't intrigue me, and that doesn't mean that your gift was not well-meaning and absolutely amazingly received, but I can't keep it all. 21 down, way more to go. This next stack is going to be for books that I have multiple editions of that I do not need to have multiple editions. The first and like the hardest one I feel like to get rid of is the Atlas 6. This is the self-published version, and while I think this is gorgeous, I like the hardcover one more, and the second one isn't going to match this. And I know a lot of people want to get their hands on this. So I'm going to part ways with it, even though I've taken it on and off my unhaul pile so many times. And the next one, which is also really hard, is Vicious. I absolutely adore this book, and this cover is the superior cover, point blank period. But this edition right here, the OG paperback, super floppy, it's also like super yellowed. What have I done to you? Anyway, this is the edition that Grace also read with me, and I highlighted in yellow and she highlighted in green, and we have like our annotations in it. And while I guess I could transfer them over to this one, I don't know. I feel like this one has the mims, you know? A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. This is because I have 2, obviously. Hello. And then we have The Hollow Places. I have 2 of them. And then I have the set of A Darker Shade of Magic. This one is hard to get rid of too because I physically read these and I annotated in the last one. So that's gonna suck for the next person. Oh my God, what does this say? Things I need. 1, blank not to die at the end of this book. 2, blank to kill blank. 3, blank and blank to become friends. God, it's hard. It's hard. I don't want to get rid of it. But I was gifted this set so lovingly by Jamie, and they're so beautiful. I'm thinking way too much about this. I'm thinking way too much about it. Like, stop. Okay, no. Cut the clip. That brings us up to 28 books unhauled. This next very tiny category is for books that I have DNF'd recently, whether physically reading them or what, and decided I'm not going to continue. Very happily for the first one, Book of Night by Holly Black. I swear, I don't even know if I got past chapter 1 and was like, this book is terrible. Look me in the eyes and tell me this is a good book. Like, look me in the eyes and try to tell me this. Anyway, then I tried to read Breathless by Amy McCulloch. And this, I feel like I got like 60% of the way through and realized I didn't give a single shit what was gonna happen in the end. So I DNF'd it. And that brings us up to around 30 books unhauled. A pretty hefty stack of books for our next category are series that I stopped midway through and do not feel like continuing. Now I will tell you, this is all because of Throne of Glass. I swear to God, I was like 5 books deep into that series when I realized unhaul all the fantasy. Just unhaul it all, Katie, because I have so many fantasy series that look so beautiful. Like their spines are so stunning. And I was like, I'm gonna love them eventually. And eventually has not arrived. Eventually has not arrived. And when it does arrive, there's gonna be new series out. There's gonna be new things. So let's talk about the first one, which I believe I have mentioned on my channel before, but it is the prettiest books you've ever seen in your goddamn, like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't like these. So, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and then I also have The Kingdom of Copper. This is the one that, this second book, and I got halfway through it, did not care, DNF'd, and that means that I never got to The Empire of Gold, which again is stunning, but I didn't care. Next, I have The Empress of Salt and Fortune by Nevo and When the Tiger Comes Down the Mountain. I tried to read this like physically 3 separate times and could not get into it. I was so confused, had no idea what the frick was going on, but it is an asexual main character. Love to see it. And then I listened to it on audio and that made it make more sense, but not enough sense. And Grace said that she read this and she read this. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just read it to like read another book and get it off my shelf. And she was like, you're not gonna like it. Like I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna like it. So I'm going to unhaul both of these. Gavin, I'm gonna need you to look away. I'm gonna need you to look away for just a hot second. Just put those little blinders on, put your drunk goggles on for just a second. Because I'm going to be unhauling the Nevermore series. So that's Nevermore, Wondersmith, and Hollowpox. So I actually read Nevermore and Wondersmith, and I think these are good. Like there's no shade to this series at all. I think it's so cute. It's so fantastical. Like I really, really enjoyed it, but I did not enjoy it. 1, enough to keep going. 2, as much as I thought I would. 3, definitely not enough to keep. Like I'm not middle grade. I don't like middle grade. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't like middle grade. They just weren't for me, but hopefully somebody's gonna find these because these are 5 stars for someone else. But these have been on my TBR for over a year. And so I read Red Rising and I gave it 3 stars. I was like, or maybe even to 2.75. I was like, oh, okay. Cool, whatever, fine. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll continue on the series. And I DNF'd Golden Sun because I just wasn't really caring. And I put them back on my TBR for a year and was like, whenever I'm in my fantasy bag, I'm gonna love these. Is it ever gonna happen? I don't think it's ever gonna happen. And I feel so bad about that because Erin actually gifted me this book. And this is one of her favorite series. And I know it's like Olivia, one of her favorite series. I'm like, I wanna be that girl. Like, no hate. It's just not for me. And then the one I think I'm actually gonna get like the most people being like, you're wrong, read them again. Jade City and Jade War. But I read this again, gave it 3 stars, thought it was fine. And then I either read all of this or maybe I DNF'd it. I don't know. I just don't feel myself drawn toward reading this. Like I read the first one, thought it was okay. And that's so sad to say because I want to love this so bad. I really do. But alas, we need to be honest with ourselves and say goodbye. We say farewell to the prettiest stack, and that makes it 43 books unhauled. We're not even halfway done. But to motivate me, I made some espresso, obviously, and I joined Erin on her reading sprints to give me some motivation. So let's plow on ahead. This category is going to be for graphic novels / comics / what do you call these? First of which being The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jin Wang. I loved this. I thought it was so cute. I love the color system. It's so good. I loved it, but I don't need to keep it. But I loved it. Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Jomni Sun. This is really sweet. I thought it was really good. I think I gave it 4 stars. There are moments in this that I just thought were so precious and so cute. And it's done so rudimentary that I'm like, I feel like these are the kind of things that I'll see on like an Instagram post and be like, oh my God, yeah, that was so cute. But that I don't actually need to keep in my life, you know what I'm saying? I read Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I read this and I think that her life story is fantastic. It's stunning and I don't want to diss that in any way, but I did not like this art style. Like I just did not like this. And I mean, good for her. Like it's not a bad art style, but I don't like it. And I also don't like short stories and that's kind of what this feels like. So I'm also DNFing and unhauling the second one. So these are gonna go. Squad, Anyone Would Kill to Belong by Maggie Takudu Hall and Lisa Sterrell. It's so good, but I'm like, is it good enough to keep? Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna talk about this book again, but I really liked it. I don't know, I'm struggling. Okay, well, we're gonna set that to the side. We'll think about that one. And then we have Lore Olympus, Volume 1 by Rachel Smythe. This is stunning. Obviously, it's a Hades and Persephone retelling. I think it's beautiful, but I gave this 4 stars. I thought it was good, but it's one of those cases of there's not enough dialogue and not enough actually happening on each page. And this is really heavy too. But I'm like, I don't know if I need to collect all of these. Like, I thought it was okay. Not okay. I thought it was good, but not good enough to keep a chunker like this on my shelf. And then I read another Hades and Persephone retelling, which is Punderworld by Linda Shajik. And I thought this was okay. And honestly, I need to go and lower my rating to a 2 instead of a 3 because I thought it was good when I was reading it. But then when I look back, I don't like the way that Hades is portrayed as like a bumbling fool who's like shy, but in like a super awkward, weird way. I didn't like that. So I'm gonna bump that down. And then I love these, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to unhaul, I believe, this cover is so dope. Monstrous Volume 5 and Monstrous Volume 4. This is The Chosen and this is War Child. I have this bind up edition and I love it. It's so pretty. And they're coming out with a second one. Or at least one of the competitors is coming out with another one that is a bound edition. And it's gonna be these 2 plus another edition or maybe 2 more. And I was like, okay, well, just get rid of these. And then I think it comes out in like a couple months. I'm gonna buy book 2. V.E. Schwab's Extraordinary, A Villain's Story. This did not need to be written. It didn't need to be written. The art style, for me personally, is really ugly. Like not that this person isn't talented, but I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It's so short, like basically nothing happens. I don't care. Like why? This is one of those cases of you're looking at an author going, why did you waste your time making this? I'm sorry. There's no way V.E. Schwab watches my channel. But if they do, I love you so much. Sorry to put slander in your name. That book is really bad though. Sorry. So I believe this is 5 or 6 volumes. Maybe it's 6. Yeah, 6 volumes. So I'm counting it as 6 books because I can do whatever I want. And it's huge. I read over half of this and I just can't with this girl, Mac. She is just a like racist, misogynist, like homophobic, just disgusting. Like I do not like the way she talks. Literally in the very beginning in the first volume or in the first comic, she calls somebody like an AIDS patient and she calls them like the F word and like that F word. And people are just like, oh, that's just Mac. No. And a lot of people really love this, but it didn't really make sense to me. It's very like sci-fi fantasy. It was very confusing. I didn't like it. And I really hated the verbiage that was used in this. So it's going away. And with this super heavy stack, we are at 59 books unhauled. I am not going to venture into even attempting to pick up this stack. I'll try it when I've gotten through the unhaul and then see if I can pick it all up to move it. But that's manga. If you don't know, now you know. I'm in a huge manga era right now after I finished House of Leaves and it decimated me, heart and soul, and I couldn't read anything afterward. I got into manga. So there are quite a few of these that I really enjoyed, but not enough to keep them. And it is Fruits Basket by Netsuka Takaya. And this is such a beloved series and people were telling me to go and watch the anime. And if I love the anime, then try to pick up the series. And I got like, I wanna say, yeah, I got to chapter 4, so I read this much. And it was agony picking this up. I just didn't care. And I'm not a fan of this art style. Like it's not bad, but it's not for me. I just don't like it. And a lot of people have said that the art style is very strange. And there's like a bajillion of these. There's so many of them out. And I was reading this being like, I just don't think I'm really into shoujo. In specific circumstances I am, but with this, no. This is Utsubora, The Story of a Novelist by Asumiko Nakamura. And this is something that I wanted to love so much. And when I was going online to look up reviews, it was just a lot of like really pretentious people being like, well, you just didn't get it. And I'm like, okay, That's fine. I didn't get it, but I didn't like it. And also, I thought that the dude in this was creepy as shit because he was basically like a 50-year-old man fucking like a 20-year-old girl. So we're gonna unhaul that. Okay, bye-bye. And then we have Happiness Volume 1 by Shuzo Oshimi. But as of right now, it was just okay. Then I have one I really loved, and it's Our Dining Table by Mita Ori. But this is a boys' love, and it is about cooking, and it's so sweet. It's so cute. I gave this 4 stars. I absolutely loved it. But I mean, it is a standalone, which I do also love. But I'm not gonna like go back and read it again. But I really loved it. It's so freaking cute. Like, these two are precious, and then it's adorable little baby brother. Like, read this, please. It's worth your time, I swear to God. It's freaking adorable. And then one that's not worth your time, and I beg of you never to read this. It's so terrible. Battle Royale, Angel's Border. Tell me the point, and then explain the audacity. What are you talking? And literally it says, oh, story by Kashun Takami. I'm like, he's the one that wrote Battle Royale, but this book, what are you talking about? This is not written by that man. And this is literally like, if you read Battle Royale or seen the movie and you know about the girls that group together and kind of have like a hideout because they're just waiting for like either to be saved or for everyone else to die or what, but the girls that group together, there's only one chapter about them, okay? This is that one chapter. Why do I care? I've read the book. I've seen the movie. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you not give more to the story? What? The only thing that's given more to the story is that one of the characters is labeled on page like as a lesbian and is with another girl. Great, but like, not only did I not like that chapter in the book because it really plays on like female hysteria and how they're so emotional and paranoid and suspicious. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't like this. 1 star. Wish I'd never read it, to be honest. He's literally riding a moped. Sir, do not park in a parking spot with your fucking moped. He's gonna take up a spot. You could literally pick that up and take it up the stairs. It's okay, it's okay. Then I read volumes 1 through 4 of Attack on Titan. This is something that when I was reading it, I was really enjoying it, and the world building is really easy to understand and it's so much fun. But the fight scenes are very poorly drawn, very poorly executed. It's impossible to see what's happening. Like, you have no idea who's fighting, who's winning until somebody's dead. And then you're like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't see that. It's just like swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And when I brought that up to 2 of my coworkers who have read this and watched the anime, they said that the anime is way better. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they both suggested, like, listen, if you're feeling that way, just go ahead and stop reading it and just watch the anime because the anime is better. And if you're not having a fantastic time reading it, then what's the point? And I was like, good to know. But okay, so we have The Followers of Evil. We have volume 1, volume 2, which is the best cover. I love it. And then we have volume 3, second best cover, and volume 4, the worst cover. Why'd they do that to her hair, to be honest? I like this. This is also by Shuzo Oshimi, but Shuzo Oshimi has this thing where he puts barely any words on each page, like barely, and it's all character expressions, which is great. Artistically, beautiful. But it's like there's such a small story being told in such a giant bricks. And I thought that they were okay, but I thought that the characters were really over dramatic. Like, it was too much. It was too much, especially the girl, like, way. But I do like where he was going with it, but not enough to keep it. The last manga I have is an entire series, and I've ranted about this before, but Blue Flag by Kayato. I have volumes 1 through 8, and I was absolutely living my best life reading 1 through 5. I was living, okay? And then I want to, maybe it was like 5 that I thought was okay, and then 6 that I thought was good, and 7 and 8 I gave 1 star. I loved this so much for so long, but the ending is terrible. I'm mad about it. I am mad about it. I'm still mad about it. Just thinking about it, I'm still mad about it. And I don't want to spoil it. This is a BL, kind of, is it? It's like a quadrangle romance in high school. And when I tell you, you're going to get invested. You're going to love it. It's so heartstopper. But then I hate the way this ended so much that I can't just get rid of the last few volumes or the last 3 volumes and keep the rest, because now that I know how it ends, I can't see it any other way, and I am mad about it. Listen, I didn't even believe in myself, okay? We're holding up 22 volumes of manga. Can we? Nope, I was gonna hold it up. Literally can't do it. But that brings us up to 81 books unhauled. Finally, moving into all of the fiction books that I have read in the last couple of months that I'm going to be unhauling. Since we've talked about it quite a few times and plenty in this last month, I'm going to go ahead and show you the entirety of the Throne of Glass series. I'm going to be getting rid of all of them. Now, it's not a bad series. I did enjoy it. Some way more than others. And if you want to watch that video, I have a non-spoilery reading vlog / review for the entire series if you want to watch that. But the first I have is The Assassin's Blade, which is like a short story collection. And then we have book 1, Throne of Glass. Book 2, Crown of Midnight. Book 3, Heir of Fire. Really enjoyed this. Also really enjoyed Throne of Glass. Queen of Shadows, which was okay. Empire of Storms, that girl. This book, fucking stunning. Literally obsessed. Tower of Dawn, why was it written? Can't tell you. And then Kingdom of Ash is 1,000 pages. That's all I'm gonna say. And with this series down, we are at 89 books unhauled. For the rest of the fiction, I have separated it into 4 stacks, the first of which being the smallest, and that is books that I really enjoyed, but I do not feel like I need to keep. Mainly for this one, it's because the copy of it is so ugly. Like, if I had a nice copy of this, I would keep it, but it's The Chain by Adrian Mckinty, and this is one of the books that was gifted to me by my coworker, and I'm like, listen, sometimes you swing and you miss, and sometimes you hit it out of the park. And this one, I freaking loved it. I want this to get made into a movie so bad. Like, it's such a thrilling ride, but the ending was bad. Then we have Yerba Buena by Nina Lacour. I really enjoyed this, but I feel like after I finished it, I couldn't remember vividly a lot of things that I felt like I should have been able to. It was like, I remembered the vibes reading it, but then when I heard people, like, if anybody didn't give it a glowing review, I was like, I don't even remember that happening. Like, what am I talking about? Like, I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. But anyway, this small stack of both of these being 4 stars are going to bring us up to 91 books unhauled. Next stack is going to be for books that are like 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed reading them, but they've had their time in the sun, and now it's time to shine for somebody else's shelf. First of which being A Fig for All the Devils by C.S. Fritz. I love this cover so much, and like the way it goes into the boy and it's the Grim Reaper. It feels texturally amazing. It's such an interesting shape. I love just, I don't know, how short the chapters are and how interesting, like just the little like, wait, here we go. It's really cute. I liked it, but for some reason I just felt like kind of let down by the ending. But I did think that the Grim Reaper or whatever was overly sassy and sarcastic, like in a way that did not fit this like gothic-y kind of tone. So gonna pass that one along. And then I've got You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Eric LaRocca. I really like Eric LaRocca, and I liked this book. I gave it 4 stars, even though it made absolutely no sense. Like, it made no sense. Like, there was no plot. And the plot that you thought you were getting was good. But then in the end, he was like, oh, you thought that was a plot? Oh, honey, no, there ain't no plot. What are you talking about? So it was creepy. I enjoyed it, but like, if I can't even talk about what the book is about, like, I don't need to keep it. Then we have Louisiana Longshot by Jenna Deleon. My mom loves the series. Olivia loves the series. And as from what I saw, I'm pretty sure you can only get these audios from Audible. And there are not enough credits in the world for that. Like, I'm not going to spend all 12 of my yearly credits on this series. So I read the first one. I liked it. Unfortunately, not going to be continuing. And then I have Neon Gods by Katie Robert. I physically read this, and you can kind of tell, honestly. But I really enjoyed it. I honestly kept it for quite a while. It was on my shelf for quite a while. I liked this. I did. I didn't love it. Like, I thought that the characters were oversimplified, and they were not the Hades and Persephone that I like. But it was pretty good, and it was pretty sexy. Like, there were some sexy times. It was okay. And then Battle Royale by Kashun Takami. It's like I didn't even say that name earlier. Hello. The tabs are almost worth keeping it, but the red tabs are every time somebody dies. This one is the new translation, but the audiobook is the original translation, which is not good. So if I'd physically read it, I probably would have kept it and liked it a lot more. And honestly, because part of me is like, damn, if they get like a new translation of the audiobook, maybe I'll like it more and want to keep it. But as is, I'm giving it like 3 stars. So I'm getting rid of it, very unfortunately. And then we have I Shall Awaken by Katerina Sardika. This is a translation from Czechoslovakia, and you can definitely tell that is a translation. And there are some things lacking in the translation. I mean, they did a good job, but there are some things lacking. I really enjoyed that. You can definitely tell this is not an American made story, because there'll be times where, like, say a character goes to like look under a bed and you're thinking like, oh, it's a jump scare. There's nothing there. No, think again. There's something under there, boo-boo. Every time you think, because they just don't do that in America. They just don't. But here, Czechoslovakia be fucking it up. And this is a YA horror and it's scary. Sir. Calm down. Calm down. I liked this. I think I gave it like 3.25 or 3.5. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. So, unfortunately, I think that if it had a better translation, it would have gone over better. Then we have Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I struggled with this book. I think I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. I found a lot of this book very uncomfortable. Part of me really liked it, but then the other part of me could not let myself enjoy it because I just hated the thought of like these two gay men's fathers like couldn't accept them and love them until they were dead. And it was like basically them letting themselves off the hook for feeling guilty about the shitty way they treated their sons by going out and trying to get revenge for their murder. And it's like, oh, okay, like you're such a big bad man. Like we get it. Doesn't make you a good person. I'm sorry if you love this book. Truly, I am. A book I freaking loved is The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. I love this cover. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I loved it way more than I thought I was going to. And this has been on my possible unhaul pile for so long because I read this book last year. It's been on my maybe unhaul pile for so long because I'm like, do I get rid of it? I don't know. But every time I look at it, I never think I need to put you back on the shelf. So that means it doesn't need to be on the shelf. Medusa by Jessie Burton. This is stunning. This I'm so happy to be gifting to someone. Like, it's a really good story and it's very quick to read, but it is also absolutely breathtaking. It's so beautiful. And then hold on. Look at this naked hardcover. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? But I'm not gonna reread it. It's just like a short, quick story. Glad I read it. And the last one I have is Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. I love this cover so much. I love it. This book was a 2.5 star for me. It's just, for me personally, I'm not the reader that should have picked this up. I should have been new. But if you want to read this, the audiobook is fantastic. But for me, the book is so slow and it is just a prologue for the rest of the series because you don't even like actually really meet the bad guy until like the very end. And also one of my favorite characters gets got. And I'm upset about it. And also there's way too big of a age difference between like 2 of our main characters. And it was really weird to me. I didn't understand that. So I think this is for other people. Sorry, but not for me. And with this stack, we have officially breached the 100 unhaul mark and we are at 101 books unhauled. I swear we are getting to the end. I can see the end in sight, okay? We only have 2 more stacks. This stack is gonna be books that were a swing and a miss for me, just forgettable. And even now I'm looking at them and going, I need to go change my Goodreads rating because I was too generous. First of which being yet another, it just wasn't for me. Sorry, not trying to say the book's bad. Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I love this cover. God, I love this cover so fucking much. Look at this, so pretty. But I just don't care. I don't care. I read it, but like, did I? Wait, did I DNF this? I had to have DNF'd this. I literally can't tell you a single thing that happens in this book that's not in the first chapter. This is embarrassing for everyone. Okay, anyway, a book I definitely read. Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. This is... I'm not even gonna say this is a fun time. It's not. This book is bad. And then we have We Can Never Leave This Place by Eric LaRocca. I DNF'd this, like, I'm pretty sure I DNF'd it like on page like 62 out of 90. I did not give a single shit. I didn't care. It's weird, it's gross, but like with no plot for me to follow along with, and I just didn't give a shit. The book Woman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Michelle Richardson. This was just like boring, and it felt like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, but not written back then, like written more now. And also it felt like vaguely racist because the character has blue skin, and it's basically talking about how like people with blue skin are treated worse than black people. Miss me with that. The Charm Offensive. This one should have gone in the next pile, honestly. I didn't like this book. I didn't like this. This is like worse than A Swing and a Miss. I did not like this. How dare this cover be so freaking stunning. I did not like it. I thought that the two characters, this is a rom-com, cool. The two characters not only like had no chemistry, it didn't make any sense for them to be together. And this guy is a bumbling buffoon. He's a freaking idiot. And I was like, he should not be allowed to be on this TV show. He's stupid. He's dumb. Okay? Then we have Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, another absolutely stunning cover. But look at this. Ew. What? Ew. This is not giving this energy. They're not twins. They're not sisters. They're rivals. Like, they freaking hate each other. This was my book club pick for the month of August. And most of the people DNF'd it, which I thought was so funny. I'm like, good for you. And my mom joined me for that live show discussion, and she almost DNF'd it, and then she just skimmed the rest of it. And her and I both gave this 2.5 stars. And the only reason I gave it an extra half star instead of just 2 stars is because of Miss Danvers in this book. Because Miss Danvers, like, I don't understand how Daphne du Maurier, who had to be bisexual, like had to have been, Daphne du Maurier wrote this woman who's like aggressively a lesbian. Doesn't say it, but in the movie it's said. And that deserved an extra half star, to be honest. You Are Asexual by A.C. Evermore. This was sent to me and it's so freaking cute. Like, wait, who sent this? Bailey. I really enjoyed this. I'm not gonna read it again, but I had a really fun time while I was having the time. Cursed Bunny by Bora Chung. This is a short story collection, which again, I've said it before, not my thing. There was a couple of them. There was 3, I think, of the short stories, or at least 2, that I really liked. I'm not gonna go into it. I didn't care. This was also a book club pick. Okay. The Hacienda by Isabel Canis. This was trying to be Mexican Gothic, and it succeeded in the atmospheric creepiness, but the priest main character love thing? No, miss me with that. Disgusting. And then we have another book club pick. Hi. The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. I thought this was okay. It was fine, but I read it twice and still forgot shit during the live show because it was boring. It was boring. Sorry. I don't dislike Simone St. James. I just didn't really care. This one is so unfortunate. Gallant. I need to go lower my rating. I think I gave it 3 stars. I need to give it 2 stars. I think her writing is stunning. I think that the layout of this book is absolutely gorgeous, like so pretty. But, and then also the main character is nonverbal, and that depiction is fantastic. The depiction of sign language is fantastic. But I did not like the story, and it was just slow and like just so middle grade, and I just didn't care, unfortunately. So sad to see it. And the last in this stack is Don't Tell a Soul by Kirsten Miller, which again, a cover I'm obsessed with. I read this and I enjoyed it, but then immediately forgot like basically everything. Like it felt like if A Good Girl's Guide to Murder had like a ghost subplot. That's what this was trying to be. And it was good. I would suggest it, but I'm not gonna keep it. We're so close, I can taste it. But as of now, we are sitting at 113 books unhauled. The final stack is for books I wish I'd never read in the first place. I just hated it. Hated it. Terrible. Why? Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Cloon. What are y'all talking about? People be out here crying over this book. Like, I don't... No. Oh, the personality transplant that this guy has doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. And then he like insta-love, falls in love with this guy. And then like the way I want to talk about how it ends, but I can't because it's spoilery. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I love this cover, but the TV show is 1,000 million times better than this. No. Hard pass. Woman Eating by Claire Coda. It's well written, but like, at what cost? Like, this is just so pretentious, but like, it's lit fic, you know? It's lit fic. Another super boring The Pallbearers Club by Paul Tremblay. I've loved two of Tremblay's books, and this, no. The next one is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. I hated this, 1 star. I hate this man. Uva, whatever the fuck. He's a racist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic piece of trash. I'm sure nobody agrees with me, but I hated him. 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. This book is just actually terrible. Like, this book is like just legitimately bad. Go watch Gabby's live show where me, McKay, and her read this book, because it's hysterical how terrible this book is. And then we have one where I'm like, if anybody told me they liked this book, Vladimir by Julia May Jonas. The rant that I have about this. Go and look at my Goodreads review. The rant that I have about this. This book is fucking terrible. It is so toxic, disgusting. Like, when she ties him to the chair, drugs him, ties him to the chair, and when he wakes up, acts like he did something wrong and like gaslights him into thinking he's the problem. Disgusting. Disgusting. And then we have Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. I don't get what y'all are getting out of this that I'm not, because I did not like this. And there's an incel in this book that she gets together with, and like, it's disgusting. Disgusting. It's disgusting. I hated it. Truly. And then for the last one, we have So Happy For You by Celia Lasky, which was again an August Smut Salon Book Club pick. I give this 1 star. Nobody else gave it 1 star. Everybody gave it 4 or 5 stars. Loved it. I fucking hated this character so goddamn much. I hated her, hated everything she stands for. Like, ugh, she's just, okay. You know when you're talking about like, maybe you're listening to music and somebody comes up and is like, ew, that's what you listen to? Okay. That kind of feeling of belittling other people for their hobbies and the things that they enjoy. That's a huge trigger for me, and that is this main character. This main character just shits on everybody for everything that she thinks is not cool or right or just or whatever, and I wanted to reach through the page. And this is like supposed to be where the bride, she's the bridesmaid, and then the bride is like trying to kill her, and I was rooting for the bride. I was like, off her, please, off with her head. Can't stand her. 1 star, gonna be in the worst of the year, no doubt. Dear Lord. This stack takes us up to a whopping 122 books to unhaul in one video. Look at this. This is insane. This is insane. Good God. Katie, you have a problem. Good Lord in heaven. 122 books to unhaul. That's too damn much. Like, my wrist is gonna be tired on Pango Books, y'all. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel on Pango Books. Shout out once again, if you want to go check out my shop or you want to get a discount on Pango Books, it's going to be linked down below. But I need to really have a schedule for this. Like, y'all let me know, how many books should I wait and then make a video for it? Like, every time I reach like maybe 30 books that I need to unhaul, or like 50, I don't know, like 30 might be doable. But as you can tell, I rack up quite a list here, okay? If you've gotten this far into the video, thank you so much. If you've gotten this far, and you don't know what else to leave as a comment, you can leave, let's just leave a red heart, because this is the first thing I saw. Okay, leave a red heart emoji if you've gotten this far into the video. I do want to thank you all so much for watching, subscribing, joining my Patreon. If you do want to join my Patreon or subscribe to this channel or like this video, obviously all of those things are available to you. You could also follow me on Goodreads or Instagram. They're going to be linked down below. And I want to thank all of you wherever you are, whatever day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever time it is, and whatever part of the world you are currently having it in. And I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you very soon. Bye.